Hi all, most of you are wondering why I am creating this video. I've been asked by friends, family, colleagues to put together a quick video about how to buy a vehicle without getting bogged down into the dealer's games and make it really easy for you so that when you need to buy a vehicle, it's easier to just go out and get what you need and not get caught in something that you don't. So I have a few quick tips for you. There will be a follow-up segment on financing and kind of the aftermarket options that are offered by a dealer. But today we're just going to stick with, how to buy a vehicle that you need. So the first thing that you want to do is create a budget. Whether you're paying cash or doing a monthly payment, you want to make sure you have a budget in mind of what's affordable and what you can go up to, because sometimes you might find a vehicle that is what you want but much more than you were planning to spend. You need to know exactly what you can afford so that it doesn't surprise you. Ways that you can do that: if you're paying cash, obviously look at your bank account and say, how much money can I spend? Sit down, if you have a significant other, spouse, partner, or whatever, sit down with them, make sure you agree on that amount. If you're financing or paying monthly, there are a lot of tools online that can help you to figure out what your monthly budget should be. If you need help with that, you can always talk to your insurance agent or your bank, credit union. Anybody in that arena should be able to help you out in terms of figuring out what your monthly budget should be. Once you have it, your monthly budget set or your total purchase price set, that will help you to narrow down what type of car you can buy. I'd recommend then going on to kellybluebook.com or cars.com and narrowing down your search type by purchase price and then by the type of car that you're looking for. So if you're looking for a convertible, this is the second thing. You need to narrow down the vehicle type. If you're looking for a convertible, that will obviously help you to narrow out a four-door sedan. If you're looking for a four-door sedan that's mid-size, you're going to have a lot of options out there. So that's the other thing. Make sure before you decide on what kind of car you want that you have all of the options listed, because that will help you narrow down what type of car you can buy. So if you put in all the options that you want and the type of car you want and your budget, you should be able to narrow it down to maybe 3 to 10 car types. Once you've taken a look at all of them and seen, hey, this is what I want, go and drive the 3 top choices of what you're looking for and drive them back to back, because every vehicle will drive differently and you want to make sure you have one that you can live with for at least the next 1 to 5 years. Once you've driven all of them, the last thing is you need to negotiate. So once you've found the vehicle that you want, I completely recommend going with a local dealer. Make sure it's somebody that's going to service your car, and look around online and see what the going rate is for that vehicle and see what's reasonable in all areas. You can find that information, again, Kelley Blue Book or cars.com. Auto Trader is a good source if you're looking at a used car. I don't work for any of those companies, so this isn't a paid advertisement. These are just sites that I use when I'm looking for a vehicle. I personally have purchased over 25 vehicles, so I've found that this is really helpful. Once you get it narrowed down to the type of vehicle that you want and you're working with a dealer or a couple of dealers, negotiate with them and see what they can come down to in terms of price. If you cannot get the deal that you want, move on. It's not worth it. If you're being unreasonable, then that's another story. But you're never going to know if you can get the deal that you want unless you ask. So even if your price seems way out of the water, talk to the dealer, ask them, say, this is what I'm willing to pay, and see how close they can come. So that's all I'm going to talk about for today. The next segment's going to talk about financing and all the options that you run into when you're at the dealer. But that should get you started on your way to finding that perfect car for you.